Hey there, welcome to another episode of Football Everyday, coming to you live and direct from the studios here at Menara Star in PJ. My name is Nelson, as usual. Joining me today, Brian Martin, Shaun Orange, and a very special guest, Mr. York Spencer, the marketing director of Carlsberg, Malaysia. Thank you for joining us.
Great to be here.
Having you. Well, as is customary on Football Everyday, York, got to ask you first, which team do you support?
I got to be honest, I'm a Liverpool fan.
That's why Brian's laughing.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's sponsored by the Carlsberg team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Steven Gerrard, I'm a great fan. I've always been a great fan of him. He's one of the world's best strikers. I love his style. I love the goals he scores.
Rather disappointing season by his standards.
Yeah, I think
at least Liverpool have won a trophy.
One cup, yeah.
One cup, right? Yeah. Okay, well, so much to run through, but so little time. So let's get into the BPL title race, where Manchester City are in pole position to secure the title following a hard-fought 2-0 win at Newcastle. Yaya Touré's 2 goals, Brian, gave City the win, so it's really their title to lose. I mean, I'll start with Shaun, right?
Well, I think so. I think it is their title to lose. I certainly don't think that they will lose it, because QPR, I understand that they will be trying to stave off relegation, but I don't think they'll have enough
to get a result at the Etihad.
At the Etihad, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Brian, though there's still one game to go, that defeat has probably ended the Magpies' hopes of Champions League football. I mean, considering both Arsenal and Spurs have easier games on paper compared to Newcastle, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be between Arsenal and Spurs for the third spot. I don't think Newcastle, I think they're just going to fall short. I think Spurs have a better chance because they have a home game against Fulham, I think. Arsenal have to have a tough away game at West Brom. And they'll be kicking themselves for failing to win
Norwich.
at home. Yeah, to beat Norwich.
Okay, well, I mean, after City's win, Man United, as expected, quite comfortably beat Swansea by 2-0 at Old Trafford. I mean, Brian, most United fans were hoping for a thrashing, to kind of narrow the goal difference, but it didn't quite happen. So your thoughts on that result, the performance?
That has been the story of the season for United so far. It's always hope for better performance. And to be honest, I don't think United deserve to win the title this season. I think it's, like Shaun said, it's City's to lose.
United only have themselves to blame, right?
Yeah, they have themselves to blame. Maybe Ferguson has to take a long, hard look at himself and the transfer policy and the type of players he's brought in and look to rebuild for next season.
I mean, just about a month ago, Brian, United themselves were 8 points clear at the top, and people were saying it was theirs to lose, but how things have changed. So City deserve it overall?
5 games to go, 8 points ahead. You bet the bank that United would,
They would. I mean, over the years, they would have never have lost it the way they have this season, right?
No way. And Mancini must be pinching himself, waking up in the morning and saying, "I'm going to win. I'm going to be a league winner." That's unbelievable.
And Julian Lescott has said they're going to go crazy as well if they win the title. I mean, with all this drama surrounding the title race, taking us all the way to the final day of the season, what are your thoughts on the battle between both Manchester clubs throughout the whole season, as well as your thoughts on the BPL season on the whole, York?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty interesting build-up. Yeah, I mean, City came second last year, I think, and I think I agree they deserve to win. I mean, they've played the better game, and there's been a lot of you can imagine what's happening on the ground in Manchester City itself, right? There's the fans talking, the passion, the discussions, and the debate that's happening in the newspapers on the ground. I think it's kind of interesting. But yeah, look, I think the based on the form, Man City, they deserve it.
All right, well, I mean, speaking of, that's the top, but the bottom of the table as well, I mean, the battle to avoid the drop has also been rather dramatic, guys, where Blackburn have just joined the Wolves in the Championship following a 1-0 home loss to Wigan. A leaked letter from Deputy Chief Executive Paul Hunt to the club's owners apparently offered some advice regarding changes at the club, particularly in replacing manager Steve Keane, right, Brian? Could this have been a mistake that maybe Rovers could have avoided?
Yeah, if you look at the table, maybe a month ago, Blackburn were pretty secure. At least they had an opportunity to actually avoid relegation. But you look at their form in the last 1 month, it's been dire. And Blackburn is a team that has to look at, take a long hard look at itself. I think the majority of the fans, the city itself, they're against the owners, Wankies from India. I believe there could be a sale. Club could be sold.
I mean, Shaun, to follow on from Brian, I mean, look, Blackburn, we're talking about former title winners who have now been relegated. And if you can't beat Wigan at home, surely you deserve to go down, right?
I think they deserve to go down. And it's good that they're going down. Because sometimes in football, when you do get relegated, you actually come back stronger.
Just like West Ham, hopefully.
Absolutely, and I think, like you mentioned, that they have won the Premier League. So there is that Weber history, and if the ownership does change,
Yep.
whether it changes or not is not really the point. You could come back with a different team. You come back with a different mindset. You come back with a few different players. So you come back with.
But in your opinion, should they stick with Steve Keane in the championship for next season?
If it was my club, I'd stick with him.
So you, is that why you're wearing blue as well, other than City? Okay, hang on to your thoughts as it is time for our customary break here on Football Everyday. We'll be right back with more chat and banter, as well as a preview of, I tell you what, Euro 2012. So we'll see you real soon on Football Everyday. Welcome back to Football Everyday here on the second and final segment of the show. I tell you what, come the end of this weekend, we'll know whether the BPL title will be decorated in red or blue. But I tell you what, football doesn't end there, as within a matter of weeks, Euro 2012 will be upon us, and I think that's something we're all looking forward to, right, guys? Well, practically all the big boys have qualified for this edition, so it certainly looks like a Euro to look forward to, right, York?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be huge. I mean, Euro, it's up there with the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, in terms of
Prestige,
the prestige, the internationalism, the fan base across all continents around the world.
Yep.
Yeah, very exciting stuff.
I mean, well, tell us a bit more about Carlsberg's involvement in this coming Euro in Poland and Ukraine.
Yeah, so Carlsberg is the official beer of Euro 2012, and it has been for 28 years.
Wow, 28 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very historical relationship that we have with international football. European football in general as well. So, you know, we're very proud of that. We're going to continue it in the long term as well. So yeah, you've obviously got the Poland and Ukraine hosting the Euro this time, and we've got some exciting activities lined up. Basically sending 100 lucky winners over to watch the semi-finals in Ukraine.
You're not sending the three of us then?
Well, you guys can come there, sure. You can carry the bags, but no. No, it should be good. But I encourage everyone to get on to Star Online.
That's right, do get on Star Online, because you can win some tickets there as well.
Yeah, you got 2 tickets to win basically on Star Online. There's a competition going, answering questions every day. So go on to Star Online, and you've got 2 chances to win tickets.
Semi-finals, right?
Yeah, semi-final spot, all paid for, F&B, hotel and flight. So very exciting stuff, yeah.
Right, I mean, anything else? You'll be serving some beers, I suppose, in Poland.
Yeah, there's a few beers going on. From what I understand, we're expected to serve 1 million Carlsbergs over the tournament, which is going to be huge.
I'm sure you'll see Brian Martin
Lots
there.
of thirsty football fans.
He's getting thirsty already. I think we're going to get him a beer straight away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, going to the tournament proper, who would be your personal favourites other than Spain?
I think it gives it away, yeah. I mean, look, the favourites for me are definitely Spain. I think Germany's in with a good shot as well. Look, I mean, I've got a little bit of affiliation with England as well due to the Liverpool connection. But Spain, I love the Southern European style of football. It's more flamboyant. It's a bit more passionate. They kick long balls.
But can you really see
risks.
them winning their 3rd major title in a row?
I mean, it's going to be tough, yeah. I mean, but based on the form of the players in the league so far, the Spanish and the EPL, I think they're in with a damn good chance.
Right. Okay, well, pretty interesting there. I mean, well, every tournament, I tell you what, almost always draws up a group of death, and this time it's Group B that consists of Holland, Germany, Denmark, and Portugal. Brian, so this looks, I tell you what, as though all the ties in the group are going to be very keenly contested, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I was Danish coach, I'll be like, my God, what have I done
of
to
all the
deserve
draws.
this? Of all the draws, Holland, Germany, and Portugal, that group. I mean, you can pick a favourite from any of those 3 teams, Holland, Germany, and Portugal. Germans look to be the strongest in that group. They've had, you were mentioning earlier before the program started that they have a lot of players below 30. My personal choice would be Holland. I think they've always flattered to deceive in major tournaments. I think this could be their year. Portugal, I agree with you what you said. I think Ronaldo and his team, their best chance was in 2004. I don't think they'll take the next step.
So you think Holland will get out of the group along with Germany, and Holland might possibly go on to win the tournament? You think? Okay, well, speaking of Germany, Joachim Löw has named his provisional squad. No surprises there with the likes of Mario Gomez, Mesut Ozil, Bastian Schweinsteiger, all making the cut. But what excites me personally about this German team, Shaun, is that along with ever-presence like Gomez, Ozil, Lahm, your closers, and Podolskis, Joachim Löw has the luxury of calling upon some bright young talents like Marco Reus, Mario Götze, Andre Schürrle, and Toni Kroos, among so many others, right? So, I mean, that really bodes well for a team like Germany. I mean, if you compare to, say, England, right?
Yeah, I think so. But Germany, we have to remember, has always been a team which has performed exceptionally well at the big tournaments.
Come international tournaments.
And this is a big tournament. So do they perform well the coming month? I think they would. Do we like the football team that will be playing for them? I think we would. I know Spain are the favourites, and we can understand why. You mentioned they'll be going for the third title in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if Spain actually win it.
Okay.
But I can tell you that Germany will make their presence felt. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we'll definitely see what happens there. I mean, well, aside from Spain, Germany, Holland, and perhaps Italy, I mean, how would you rate the chances of teams like England, Portugal, and a rebuilt France, Brian? Look, Euro 2004 was probably Portugal's best chance to have won something on the international stage. While France seemed to have, they seem to be enjoying a new lease of life under Laurent Blanc. And I tell you what, England have just installed Roy Hodgson as their new manager, so things are looking interesting, right?
First of all, let's straight away off the bat discount England. I mean,
as an England fan?
I don't think so.
I know the British press will, once again, whenever the World Cup comes around, or Euro comes around, they will, talk up their team. England are in with a shout. Please, if they get past the group stage, that will be an achievement. France and Portugal, better chances. France, like you said, they're in the process of rebuilding. They've lost a lot of their great players like Vieira, like Zidane. Henry is no longer playing there. So this could be a tournament a step too far. Maybe the next tournament. Portugal, once again, like I said, in with a shot, but they're in a very tough group.
And they tend to rely too much on Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
One man, yeah.
I mean, well, Soren, very quickly before we wrap up, would you agree with Brian's assessment? I mean, Shaun thinks that England will make the semi-finals. What about you?
Look, I think it's a little bit the similar. Look, there's a lot of hype around the English team, and they just don't deliver. They just, as a unit, when you pull the guys together, they just don't seem to be able to gel.
And they'll have to do it without Rooney the first two games as well.
And they've got to do it without Rooney as well. So yeah, look, it's going to be a tough one for them.
All right, well, thanks a lot for your thoughts, Brian. Shaun, pleasure as usual.
Good to see you
nice
guys.
having you on the show. Thanks for taking the time to be here. I'll tell you what, if you want to drop us a line, do send us an email at football@thestar.com.my. Till we see you again, same time, same place next week. Do enjoy your football, and thanks for watching Football Every Day.